Thank you and welcome back to my channel, TRIKE Adventures Across Australia. This is where Jan and I have travelled over 90,000 kilometres throughout Australia. On this trip we're actually heading to Byron Bay, leaving Adelaide up through to Deniliquin, Bathurst and up the coast. Onto the for the Blues Fest, that's why we're heading up there. Beautiful weather, 7 days, really good. We had one afternoon, it was a bit ordinary. Great playing schedule, a lot of artists, over 25 artists over this large area. It's done over the Easter weekend. It used to be a 5-day festival, this year was reduced to 4 days. The crowd was big, 108,000 people over the 4 days. Yeah, look, would I go again? Probably not. It was actually, I felt it was dangerous at the time, people trying to get in and out, and in particular the last 2 days. The good thing about it is it's a wide variety of people. Yeah, the short skirts were in and as much skin as possible. Don't know what the story was with that, because others had long coats on and gumboots, all wearing chicken outfits, so I don't understand that either. But it's come as you go. Go as a group, all the same colour so you don't miss each other. The marquees were big. This is one of 4. All had different themes that they played throughout the 4 days. This is one of the food tents. It was a massive area, but always very, very busy. As I say, it's sort of come as you are, whatever floats your boat, and there's some really weird and wonderful people. Artists, as I said, 1 minute they're showing all their skin, next minute they've got coats on down to their ankles. Yeah, I just didn't really understand it, but I suppose that's people. These little carriages were a get around for a lot of people, real pain in the neck though, because they're barging their way through the crowds. The crowds were big, the tents were over full, and there was chairs all lined up outside, and trying to walk out at night time was very dangerous. You couldn't see a thing, there was no lighting out there, you just walked into people's chairs, people sitting on the floor like this right in the middle of walkways, they just didn't care, found a spot, you just sat wherever you could. Alright, I'm going to leave you for now. For the food, yeah, chocolate overload. Diabetics, yeah, avoid that. That's a $14 beef roll with gravy. This guy never failed to amaze me. Considering his age, he did a great job. So I should just leave you here now, listen to some of the music. Talk about new talent. This kid's only 15. I watched him since he was about 5 or 6 years old. You can catch him on YouTube. Absolutely brilliant guitarist. Got multiple #1 hits throughout America. He tours America pretty much full time. If you go onto YouTube, look him up, Taj Farron. Crowds during the day. I generally got in here around 11, 12 o'clock at midday and stayed till about 11 at night. Pretty big days. The crowd during the day, it wasn't too bad during the day, you could get around, but come by about 5, 6 o'clock, yeah, this is it, this is what it's like. Inside and out, trying to cram everybody in. As I say, I personally thought it was a bit dangerous trying to get out of there 10 o'clock at night to go catch the bus. Yeah, you just didn't move. People were getting aggro with it, and yeah, it didn't make for a pleasant experience. Casey Chambers, I had the crowd jumping. I actually sat outside. It was just too hard trying to get back in there when she came on. She did a good show. Her son came on board. I thought it was a little bit ordinary, but anyway, once again, everyone to their own. These guys are good. Melbourne Ska Orchestra. They had the whole crowd jumping. Once again, it's funny, they start out with hardly anybody in the tent initially, and all of a sudden it just gets packed. You turn and look and think, well, where did they all just come from? But yeah, entertaining all the same. I really quite enjoyed these guys.
Everybody get down, everybody get down, everybody get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Alright, we're gonna jump this one big time. We're gonna jump it big time with the I. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, these guys were good. I really quite enjoyed it. I've seen them a couple of times now. It starts out fairly light with, you can see the audience there just starting to dwindle in. Once people hear who they are and hear them start playing, it soon packs out, as you'll see in a minute. I've also seen a couple of times Ash Grunwald, quite enjoy his music, his style of music, him along with John Butler, which you'll see shortly. But they're yeah, obviously suits, when you look around, look at the crowd, generally suit a bit more the hippie era. But yeah, once again, very entertaining. I enjoyed this guy. Yeah, once again, somebody else. The guys that really gave their most, got the audience clapping, jumping and dancing. They were generally about the most entertaining there. Upon saying that, most people were quite entertaining anyway, in their own way. Some are just very mellow, just quite happily sitting here. This woman actually talked about her husband, who's actually a preacher, and she talks, a lot of her songs are about the church, but wasn't church related when you listen to some of the language she came out with. This guy didn't do a lot for me, but obviously the crowds loved him. He had quite a big audience there. Rang a bone man, yeah, didn't they say? Didn't do a lot for me. John Butler, yeah, once again you can see the difference in the style of music that I tend to like more so than the others. Whilst I sat in and watched most people throughout my 4 days there. If I really liked it, I was there right from the start to the end. They generally did sets of about 1 hour, so yeah, a couple went and did an hour and a half, but most of them were about 1 hour. This lady, I hadn't seen or heard of her before, but she was quite good. I quite enjoyed her music. It's just something, once again, something to suit everybody here. Crowded house, you'll see in a minute. Yeah, they were very good, but only sat halfway through, and the pure reason was it was so argy-bargy in there, and people were getting aggro all around you. So, nah, I need to get out of here. They were the last show for the night, on I think it was Saturday night. So yeah, I left about halfway through. I want to catch the bus. They talk about how busy it was going to be, and anything up to a 4-hour delay trying to get out of the place at the end of the night. So, no, I've had enough. Been there since 11 that day. Time to move on.
Artlist.io.
Missy Higgins was a big hit for the night, drew a pretty big crowd. She was quite good. Hilltop Hoods I didn't hang around for, same deal, last one of the night. There's going to be a big concern trying to get out. This guy was good, Kingfish, enjoyed him. Boys from Taj Farrant's band, a big hit with the women, and Taj himself. So this is the bus queue trying to get out. This is on one of the early nights. It wasn't too bad. On the last 2 nights it's busier, but it did move pretty quickly. I really couldn't complain, to be honest with you. Back into Byron for the after the show, back into Byron Bay itself, and obviously plenty of buskers around trying to earn their way. This young girl was actually from South Australia, from down south. She was actually very good. I quite enjoyed watching her.
And if you're still breathing, you are the lucky ones, 'cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs, setting fire to our insides for fun, collecting names of the lovers that went home, the lovers that went wrong. We are the reckless, we are the wild youth, chasing visions of our future.
So yeah, this is it. This is me. Tell me what you think. From here we actually head back up to, or not back, up to Brisbane, stay with Jan's aunt and uncle for a couple of days, catch up with some family up there, and then we'll make our way from there back down towards Canberra, up through the snow and then home. So keep an eye out for the next episode, which will cover that. Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe.